fair, Y94 out of Sierra, she'd been married for like 10 years, something like a decade to Russell Wilson, so they're doing something right, assuming they're still married. As far as I know, they are.
Yes, no, I think they are.
So obviously she knows a thing or two about a thing or two. And she got into a conversation recently, and somebody, is desperate for interview questions because God forbid you ask Sierra about, I don't know, music or any of the stuff she's got going on. Said, well, what do you think's like a huge red flag in relationships? What's something you would watch out for if you were out there? And she said that the number one, by far and away, something she would watch very closely if she'd even let herself in that situation is if a guy has a lot of female friends. And what she sort of implies is like that kind of relationship, that closeness, talking about things you're feeling, the texting, the phone calls, all of that. So like if you're that close with a woman, that should be your girlfriend. And she refused to believe that not one of those two people has feelings and is convinced it's a recipe for disaster. I thought we'd do a bit of a Playhouse poll if you think that's true.
Okay, but is she saying having one super close female friend or having a lot of female friends?
Just Annie, but a lot concerns her. If I get a lot of them, she's like, okay, that's too many people. Now it's just the odds are even more in my favor that one of these people are against me, that one of these people is going to be interested.
I mean, I agree with her. If you have a lot of female friends, strange. Why so many? What about, do you have an even number of male friends?
Do you have any dude friends?
Yeah,
sure.
What's going on?
So, just one or two close ones, are you okay? Or is it an amount issue?
I mean, how close are we talking? I agree with the thing, too. If you're texting every day, all the time, checking in with each other, that should be your partner. Why are you so close to this person?
Because it's really, in a lot of ways, it's two different questions she opens up. And you maybe tackle one, both, whatever you want to do. 237, it's call, text, voice memo. I guess the first part is very simply, is that age-old thing. Do you think that these male-women friendships can really be just innocent platonic friendships most of the time? Or do you think somebody's harboring feelings? Because she's implying that. But then she's also really banging this drum of, it's kind of a red flag if he seems to have almost exclusively female friends, like a lot of female friends. Is that weird? Or is this just a guy that really understands and it gets along better with women?
But think about it if we reversed it. If a female had a lot of dude friends, isn't it like, well, where are your female friends? Are you catty with other females? Why are you not getting along with other females? Did you steal all their boyfriends and now this is why you have all guy friends?
That's why all the guys are, yeah.
Do you just only work around males and these are your friends? Because I'm the only female here.
So would you be cool with either of those situations when you first met your beau and you realize either he's got a couple of really close ones or for some reason he's exclusively friends with women? Would either of those have bothered you?
Yes, I think it would bother 100%.
Both?
I'm a crazy person, yes. But I also think it depends. Now that you're in a relationship, do you take a step back from those friendships? Maybe you're not texting them every morning. You're not talking to them all the time. You realize you cannot hang out with them. Oh, well, we're supposed to get together every Thursday night. Well, those plans kind of have to vanish.
When you talk about your relationship with your friendos, right? So these girls hear about you. That's going to be in your head, right? It's going to drive you nuts.
I didn't even think about that either.
He's mad at you. He's telling them.
Going to them to kind of vent.
Or wants advice on something or whatever.
But they could give good advice. If they truly are just friends.
Pick out some good gifts for you, maybe.
Yeah, help with that.
Oh, what do I get so-and-so? Well, here you go. Do you think any of those things are red flag? Can they just be friends? Is it an amount issue?
Oh, man, I don't know on this one. I was literally having this conversation with a friend the other day.
Really?
I think they can with certain guardrails in place.
Like what?
It's easier if they're dating somebody, if the guy is dating somebody, for them to be friends with girls. But if, they didn't have sisters and they're not dating someone, I think there's a lot of guys that might always look at another woman in that sort of context, I mean, it is sort of like deep brain, right? Like that's what your brain is wired to do, is look for a mate.
Okay, so you think it's just the guy's always going to be a little interested unless he's already got a girlfriend.
Someone said, I'm a guy, and yes, men and women can absolutely just be friends. I have several female friends I've known for years, and not every woman in your life is someone you want to sleep with. If your girlfriend can't trust you, that's a relationship problem, not a female friend problem. And someone said, it depends on how he acts with them. Is he constantly texting them, hiding his phone, liking all their thirst trap pictures, hanging out with them one-on-one until midnight? red flag. If they're just normal friends and his girlfriend is included, totally fine.
You got a problem with that at all? Just them being friends? Is it an amount issue?
I think it is possible. There might be some kind of lingering effects one way or the other, but I think that men and women could be platonic friends, and even if maybe the man has feelings or something, maybe he'll make a move, and then the women just be like, nope, and then things can kind of go back to normal. I'm speaking from experience on this.
Is it basically you got friend zoned? Is that what I'm hearing?
Right, exactly. And then it's up to you if you want to stick around, but if the friendship's worth it, then...
So your situation, though, doesn't actually help our topic on hand, because in your instance, your female friend is one you did shoot your shot with and got rejected.
Well, yeah, but they're still friends, right? They're not dating. Maybe there will be some sexual tension on one side or the other, but I mean, you make a decision if you want to stick around for the friendship after you've made your move.
Someone said, I dated a guy with 1 million female friends and thought I was being insecure. Turns out 3 of them had slept with him, and 1 was actively waiting for us to break up. So now I don't automatically call it a red flag, but I definitely pay a lot more attention.
Sounds like maybe you were onto something a little bit, I guess.
Someone said, my husband has more female friends than male friends, and I've never cared because they treat me like their friend too. The second one of them starts acting weird towards me, or he has to feel like he has to keep me separate from them, that's when it would become a problem. And I think that's the thing. If you get along with them, I dated someone who had a bunch of female friends, and they were terrible to me. They were rude. They would ignore me. I never wanted to be around them. And then that made me like, why are they rude to me?
Well, if you come to the point where you really enjoy them too, I suppose that'd be a different situation, right? Because like, sweet, now I just scored a whole bunch of friends too.
Someone said, I actually think it's a green flag when he has a bunch of female friends. It means he knows how to have a relationship with a woman that isn't sexual. I'd be more suspicious of a guy who says, I don't have any female friends because girls are too much drama.
Would this bother you, either just him having a couple close female friends or a whole mess of them?
I find that in the majority of cases, that there's always something, that the guy always likes the girl, or there's some unrequited love from one of the parties. But if that doesn't exist, I think it's fine. But I would say more often than not, someone is burning a candle for the other person.
We are getting a lot of that. There seems to be a lot of assumption that somebody's got some feelings.
Yeah, someone said the biggest red flag wouldn't be the number of female friends, but is he different around them? Is he flirty? Is he touching them, constantly complimenting them, or comparing you to them? Because that's the thing, you have an issue. And someone said, if there's a girl constantly around your boyfriend, there's usually a reason. I'm not saying she wants him, but I'm also not going to pretend that every female friend is completely innocent.
Well, from the dating Bible of Sierra, that's one of her rules of thumbs. Take it for what you will.
I want to know if she must have dated someone where something
Probably.
bad happened.
There's got to be you have someone in mind when you say that, right?